Hello again. Today we're going to be going for a stroll through Paphos. Not the bit by the harbour, we're going to go off the beaten track and go towards the shops and restaurants around the back.
How things are for April.
So you just follow the road here and it will take you up towards, it's not the old town, but it's kind of where all the old sort of shops are. So you can just see a little map of it there, walking up. It's not too far, and it's got a really old church up there as well. So we'll take a look at that when we get to the top.
Handbags in that shop. Avarice.
So you got your usual shops really, with the sort of handbags and holiday souvenirs, that sort of stuff. But also as you walk up this area, you've got more bars, clubs and restaurants. Now, some people, you come to Paphos, you could easily miss it. You just go on the waterfront, you don't necessarily see along here. But it does get quite lively at night time. Now we're currently mid-morning, so it's not going to be that lively up there. In fact, a lot of the shops and restaurants probably ain't open yet, or they're just about to open.
But most of them, the shops are in the old town. I have done a video of the old town.
So we'll just carry on walking up,
On the channel.
follow the crowd actually, see where they're heading to.
So if you're going there for shopping
But
or just for some sightseeing,
a lot of it is probably not going to be open yet. Now it's currently in April when we've done this video, so beginning of the season.
the Byzantine or Byzantine.
So I'd say probably around about 50% of the restaurants are open.
And it's been recently restored as well.
The Mandra Tavern. We'll have a quick look at that.
That before.
But they do have some good menus. A lot of stuff on them, and they're all quite reasonably priced, I find. So there's plenty to do. If you want to eat on the seafront, obviously it's going to be a little bit more expensive because of the views, but if you come off here, they're slightly cheaper, I believe, and there's some great little restaurants and taverns up this way. Now this one, the tables have been laid, so it is open, I believe, but probably not going to open up till later on today. And we'll just carry on up here to Flintstones. There's another bar.
Doesn't look like this is open yet.
I'm not sure if this one's open. It looks like it is. Not at the moment though. So there's quite a few up here. I can't quite make out that one. Dimitrios. Again, maybe they're just opening in the evening. But it's well worth a trip up here. It's just walking distance, a little 5-10 minute walk, and there's so much to see up here. Not just the bars and the restaurants, but the actual church and the old ruins as well, which we will take a look at. Now if you're kind of new to Paphos, there is a lot to see here. You've got the Tomb of the Kings, which is to the north of Paphos Harbour, and then you've got near Paphos, which is the archaeological site. Now that is a huge site, that one. It's going to take pretty much all day to walk around it, but again, if that's your thing, it's well worth seeing. I have done it and I've made a video of it, and I will upload it at some stage, but like I say, it does take a while to get around it. Now also on the coast you've got the Shipwreck, the Edro 3. That was a Norwegian cargo ship, and it was gone to ground, I think it was in October in a storm, 2011, so just about 10-15 years ago, and it's still there now. So you can get the sunset when you're on the harbour and get some nice photographs of that. But we're going to walk up towards the old site up the back here. It's Agia Kyriaki, I think I pronounced that right. Chrysopolitisa. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's a really ancient church, which we'll have a look at when we get to the top. But first of all, we're just going to be looking at the bars and restaurants, so you'll get a feel for the place if you're coming this summer. So there's some restaurants are open for lunch, some are not. So if you're coming in the summer months, they're probably all going to be open, pretty much. Early April in the morning, probably less than 50% I'd say, but it's enough. You can always pop in for a bit of lunch, or if you do want something, you're down on the harbour as well. There's plenty open down there. But I just wanted to take a look up here so people can see it, because it's quite easy to miss. I was coming here for 2 or 3 years before I realised there was another bit up here. I think, like I say, it's quite lively in the evening, so you would probably hear music coming from the bars, and you would find it a lot easier. They're advertising some Scotch whisky there, even in Paphos. Edredor. Can't say I've heard of that one.
Lofties. Live music.
I'll just speed it up a little bit as we walk up towards the old ruins. Now this is well worth a visit, I think, up here. Not too far to walk. So you've got another restaurant there, the Royal Blue, or Royal Bluff. And there's one of the old churches there. We'll have a quick look inside there. I do like these old traditional churches. When I'm in Cyprus, I always like to have a look in them. Very nice. Well, we'll carry on walking up. So as I say, it's off the beaten track here, and it's a little bit quieter, but there's still plenty of shops to look at.
Traditional coffee shop.
Another restaurant there. Just looking at the menu, can't really make it out from here, but another little bar there, Ace's Bar. Loads of outside seating. We'll just speed it up a little bit again as we're walking past the restaurants. I just wanted to show you around this church and the old ruins. It's well worth a visit up here. You just follow the road up to where the cars are parked. You can see the church there in the distance. Now, I've been coming to Paphos a couple of years before I realised this was even here. But it's got such a lot of history, and I think they do guided tours as well. And you can walk around the old ruins, so it's well worth visiting. So the actual church is the Agia Kyriaki, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it was constructed in the 13th century. The church was built over a Byzantine basilica ruin, and it's the site of St Paul's Pillar, which you can see if you walk around the edges of it. You can have a look at it.
Yeah,
And it still has some tiled mosaic floors that you can view as well. So you can walk around that area you can see with the fenced off. It's got a lot of signage as well explaining what part's what. As I say, it's only around about 10 or 15 minutes from the harbour. So when we come here, we weren't sure where the entrance or even if it was open, so we followed it round. I think it was on a Sunday when we came. But well worth a visit. And we will cover the rest of the site in a later video.